So this morning at RADA we talked about soft power, which is the ability and the strategy of a country to be able to influence the thinking, the politics, and the mindsets of another culture of other countries by using ideas, by using culture, by using movies, television, story, TV shows, music, and especially pop culture. And we looked at how, of course, America has this huge dominance in terms of soft power, but also how South Korea has risen in the last couple of decades. First with Korean drama, and now, of course, with K-pop, and with this concept of Hallyu. And what does that mean for us as a world and us as Indians?
My brain at this point is kind of fighting between like two things. Specifically, is the American culture like so influensive and like really that cool or something like that? Or is it just us who kind of have been like, you know, gotten
Us who
trapped?
have made it cool, by the trap.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of stuff. So K-pop, so actually it's actually a whole strategy on how the Koreans use K-pop to make sure everything works together. So the Koreans make sure that K-pop actually producers and like studios, they hire K-pop stars at like a very young age. Also, so like they make sure that the music video is of 3 minutes long, so it's easy to like listen to. So it's not that long, it's not too short. Also, that melodies are like consistent, so then they get stuck in your head, and it's all scientifically proven. So
Shit. Yeah.
they're making sure it happens.
So it's interesting to me how they have a whole strategy with, tourism and restaurants and products. It's not just about the music.
Yeah, they know what to do. Yeah.
So Hallyu, I discovered, is actually a Chinese term. It's used by the Chinese to describe the huge growing wave of Korean influence. Yeah, see?
So I actually think India has a lot of like soft power, but I think like since the British rule, like when the British came and told us that we were inferior to them and we didn't, know much, like after that we just put ourselves down, and then we actually reduced our own value. So so in Starbucks, which is American, they have a drink known as turmeric latte, which is basically haldi doodh in India.
Yeah.
So they basically got that from us. So like I think we were the OGs and like most of the stuff. So yeah.
But we need to get smarter in the way we brand it and put it out.
For sure.
On the other hand, Bollywood is there, which is probably brought India together, and Bollywood is famous all around the world, and Bollywood dance and Bollywood songs. But I think that is like our only strength. Whereas the different cultures that we are surrounded by, which can actually be our strength, we haven't been able to make those our strength yet.
Yep. And yet is the keyword.
So since you're talking about this, then we should properly brand stuff and then put it out there. So I was asking about who is going to do it? Like we as individuals?
A very interesting question.
I think
As we are talking about it, this is the exact same thought that I had. We should actually do something like that. This is a discovery which we could actually bring out to the world, but obviously it's going to be a very, very, very huge thing.
Discussing about.
I don't think you really need, at times, you don't really need groups and like organizations of people to spread awareness and to start creating a change about something. Because I personally am someone who tries educating people on Indian classical music. Because people don't even know what Indian classical music is, let alone them trying to understand it. But then there will be people who will know what Mozart is. And what Indian classical music is. Now there are theories, no, not theories, like proper like science research thingies would say that even Indian classical music is beneficial for the brain and not just Mozart. But then people don't know it. Why? Because we aren't really aware of our own culture.
Because we as Indians, we ourselves only don't know there's so much in our country. Why should we expect the other people to know about it?
For me, the thing which hit was first how Shreyas said that point ki, they still have to do the hard work, and like how Americans get that platform. So like now, if our artists want to portray their art to the world, I don't think I mean, they would get that platform, or like they would be that recognized, or they would be that trusted. कि he's gonna present something good and it's worth watching. So there was one thing which hit me. And
Yeah.
also like Ronak's point that how can we make India a soft power?
Take the example of Priyanka Chopra. I think she is that one Indian who has actually represented India in America in different forms, like in many TV reality shows. And of course, we cannot ignore the fact that she is married to Nick Jonas. And I mean, it's just in a way, if you think about it, it's just so many small things that are connected to each other. She is representing India on a worldwide level. Like at least so many people know her, and so many people know India because of her.
It's always in throughout Indian culture, if you see, you are expected to go towards the west.
Yeah.
इंजीनियरिंग क्या फिर एमबीए कहाँ से यूएस में करेगा कि यूके में करेगा एमएस जर्मनी में करेगा कि so basically you are expected to move towards a western country, so you look up to them.
Yeah.
So glad I woke up.
I'm also so glad that you woke up and I woke up.
I'm so glad you woke us, all of us up. So what I had in mind was maybe all of us can like get one topic or like get one thing about India which we believe should be or could be a soft power.
So should we do the next RADA just on this? Just questioning how can, what could be like different possibilities to create Indian soft power?
Yeah.